Yeah. I completed the Iron Banner quest on 3 characters. Fact. Fun fact. We now have 3 characters who are, well, either over the soft cap or are right at it. All thanks to the Iron Banner. And I'm never doing it again. Good.
Respawn desktop? Okay. Okay, now it is. What the hell? Freaking hell, OBS. I'm not even sure if it wasn't detecting me. Like, if it was just maybe OBS wasn't showing it the meter, but whatever. Hey. There's a big old dragon there. Or a dragon statue. Huh.
Have you seen, do you watch Spiffing Bread?
Watch what?
Do you watch the Spiffing Bread on YouTube?
The Spiffing Brit? I don't believe so. I've heard of them. So.
He found a way to break the game. It takes a while to do, but he did it.
I mean, that's...
Apparently, there's a boulder that you get souls for. That if it falls off the cliff and dies, you get souls for it.
Right. Okay. Question is, how do you get to go off the cliff?
Oh, you walk under it. It's supposed to kill you.
How do you walk under it and not let it kill you?
You dodge, or you ride your horse. It's not one of those like instant kill things.
I'm pretty sure I know like the kind you're talking about, because it turns out those boulders are actually like literally enemies. Yeah. Like at a certain part of the game, they chase you down and kill you. It's ridiculous.
He spent several long just grinding away for 50,000 runes. For a little under 1,100 runes. Into 60 intelligence.
Oh, 60. I guess I'm a little ahead of him right now.
And then, well, this requires like getting several things, but you also have to get.
Oh, fricka! Holy shit!
His method for breaking it is.
Sorry, what was that?
Have you gotten the Azure Comet yet?
Comet Azure? Yeah, I got it.
Okay. There's 2 things you can mix into a potion.
Oh, I think I already have what you're talking about. Yeah, I call it the Buster meme build because you know.
That's what he did. It literally, he just melted everything. And you only get like one shot with it, but
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. It's just oh wait, that's a back. God damn it! I need to go that way.
Very memey.
Yeah, it's basically a Buster rifle. We really need to do that Oh shit! Trumpet boys! Get. Watch your bubbles home! Oh shit. This is some Ava bullshit right here. Oh, what the shit? Those things teleport? That's just dumb. That's dumb. Fucking die, bubble boy. Ugh. Anyway, where was I? For
something about we need to get together and do something.
Oh, right, yeah. We need to get together and do that Gundam Wing watch along at some point.
Week off is about to end. So.
Oh shit! Freaking page boys! You're not nearly as long as the page in the Ray Lucario was, buddy. That guy had a frickin' crossbow. Oh wait, there's a lever. What's this lever do? Oh, it's okay. It's a obviously it's an elevator. Fucking page boys run around with a rapier and a crossbow. The one at Ray Lucario had a crossbow that shot 3 times. And I'm pretty sure the bolts were like flaming or something. They're gonna actually think that bolt, this one fired, is also flaming. Wait, are you out tomorrow, Yig?
Yeah, sort of. I do stuff late in the day.
Oh, okay. Serving bowls. Nice. Wait, did I just roll in and destroy a field hospital? Shit, I actually feel a little bad now. Like, it's funny about Elden Ring, because there's not really the certainty that everyone's like a insane undead guy, like there is in Dark Souls, or a driven mad by beast blood like Bloodborne, or... Like, it's kind of more like Sekiro, in that, you're pretty sure all these guys are, like, actually just doing their jobs, but you're gonna kill them anyway. Naturally. Because what else are you doing? Holy shit, am I literally killing, like, doctors and shit? That's not good.
No.
Dark Souls games morality. Necessary item. Seedbed curse, huh? Oh, this ties into the Dung Eater's quest, doesn't it? Alright. Okey-dokey. Do a bit of roof running, huh? From Naruto. Oh shit! Oh god, that was so close. Oh, a guy's playing a flute. Picturesque. Alright. This is actually a pretty nice place. You know, for Wait, are these things tiled in gold? Or is that gold paint? Huh. Questions. Oh, dogs. More dogs. Okay.
It's been spending way too long with this one.
Ah, shit. shit! Yep.
You okay?
Yeah, kinda. Frickin', I think I'm gonna use up my last flask of Crimson Tears, so I got no more healing for a while. So I got blindsided by this frickin' soldier. Hey, smithing stone, cool. Now this is a little weird. Like, I'm looking at these buildings and they got doors that are like caked over in like amber. Like the cracks are like sealed with amber and shit. Or it looks like amber. I'm not really sure what it is. It's kind of interesting. It says something about what happened here. Oh, hi, dudes. Man, I'm burning through my flasks. I could use a side of grace. Oh, there's a legendary thing up there. Oh, hi, dudes. Actually, shit, you know what this feels like? This kind of feels like a city that's, like, undergone, like, military quarantine or some shit. Feels like doctors who may or may not be doctors, and there's, like, guards all over the place. You know? Oh shit, lightning urn. Didn't expect that one. God damn it. And I heard a crossbow. That's not good. That's very much not good. Running time! I have no idea where I'm running. This is gonna get me killed. Oh, but I can summon a guy here. Oh, that's why! Shit. Okay. I don't have the beam spell on me. Okay, shit. I have to use the moonblade then. Shit. Nope, I'm dead. I'm gonna have to rely on Oleg to do the job for me. Unless I get myself killed. Go on, Oleg, you take him. Oh wait, I did have another flask. Hold up. I guess that's my last flask though, so. Oleg, hit him again! Hit him again, Oleg! He's getting close to me, Oleg! Hit him! Oh no. Oh no, 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 not the homing spell! Thank you, Carriage. Carriage saved me. Yay. And erstwhile kills your tree thingamajigger. Yay. Oh, Lord's Rune. That's a new one. What do you do? Used to gain an enormous abundance of runes. Grace that Grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between. True vestiges of gold. Runes of one who was destined to become a lord. But when the Elden Ring was shattered, all that remained was a distant duty. Huh. That says something. I can't wait for Vati to drop some actual lore videos. Shit, dog! No! You stay away! Damn hound! Okay. Good lord. I need to actually equip like my frickin' throwing knives and shit now. Shit. Alrighty. I don't think the recent update had some that did some changes. Like, apparently it fixed arcane scaling. So like, there's a bunch of like blood weapons that are very good now. I actually managed to pick one of them up, so I can use one of the 7 larval tiers I got left, and then we're just gonna respec into something around that build. Could be interesting, a little fun. Maybe I won't die if a boss sneezes at me. That'd be nice. You know?
Yeah.
Ill-omened creature, therefore be wary of left. Huh, what would that could mean?
People lighting Fallout 4. The electrical lighting goes through the fucking walls.
Damn it! Why didn't I attack? Alright, well, I gotta go run down after 31,000 runes. That's irritating. Alright. One thing I did also do is I found that one extension all the big live streamers use for like to let people play sounds, and I add that to my stream. Kind of, not entirely sure. Kind of bare bones, I guess. I'm pretty sure because I'm not a Twitch partner, you can only use like bits, so you have to actually pay money to do that. But I don't know if anyone comes around and likes me enough. You know, they can do what they like.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just gonna run past the trumpet boys and get back into the city proper. That said, it's probably not a good idea to run past the trumpet boys because they actually have some pretty annoying range attacks, it seems. Whatever, I'm running past them anyway. And here, side, and down. Where's that page boy? There he is! And nope, that's 31,000 runes gone because I tried to be fancy. Heck, you know what? Ironically, I've already gotten to that point, like my Dark Souls 3 playthrough, to go through the expansions and all. I'm at that point where it needs to be like a really significant amount of runes in this case to actually like make me bothered by perma-losing them. So it's like, and I'm already at that point with these. Like 31,000 runes, whatever. I need 60, 70,000 to get a level anyway. And sure, it's like, that's half a level gone, but it's half a level. Ideally, like once I start doing more, hitting the bosses for my level. I was actually used the power leveling strat earlier to get to where I am now. So It's like, not really as bothered as I would be otherwise. Excuse me, trumpet boys. God, that's discordant. Hey, come on. I'm not that bad, am I? And page boy. Wow, really? I missed my jump attack. God damn it. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I need to stop trying to melee this when I don't have the vigor to do it. Because I'm taking way too much damage from this guy. Wait, I have a shield. Why aren't I using a shield? God damn it. My thought process, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I had to go through the process of wiring up a door so that I could open it. In Fallout, I set up a powered door so that I could use switches to turn it on and off, open it and close it, and keep
Right,
out
right.
the riffraff.
Right, because Fallout doors are stupidly complicated for no reason, I think.
And it was a giant pain in the ass too.
Actually, I remember, right, No Man's Sky doors are actually also a little weird.
Well, you don't have to. Well, you don't have to worry about random NPCs wandering. No Man's opening up all your shit to then go do something.
Yeah.
You know, be ugly little peasants inside your base, inside the area that you set aside for yourself.
Damn it! These freaking page boys and their rapiers. Yeah, I just need to freaking. I'm trying to save my flash, but I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just spell blast this boy. He's irritating me. Like, seriously, dude. Oh, God. Hmm. I don't know, these guys aren't playing trombones, so I don't really give a crap about them. Once they come back to me once you upgrade to a real man's instrument.
Like what?
A trombone! Hey. Shit, no. Alright. Can I just walk through here and not aggro anyone? Wait, the doctor? Nope. Nope, doctor doesn't like me. Alright. Well, he died then. Huh.
What?
Well, one of the doctors I killed had a really strange. Oh shit! God damn it! Wrong one. They dropped a really weird collection of items. It was Altus Bloom and Miranda powder, which usually I only get off of the freaking giant poisonous flowers that are in some places. A little weird to get that off of what was basically a doctor. Alright. Be wary of up. Oh, gargoyle. Alright. he's dead. Look, target lock, comet shard, dead. I hate these guys. Alright, that was good. Ooh, you got something. What do you have? Leyndell Knight Armor. I'll take it. Good fun. What's the back street? A cupboard? Miranda powder. Okay. Seriously, is this like a hospital or something?
Maybe.
Hello, sir. Are you friendly?
You mean fine people?
Hey, Time. How's it going?
I can't hear you. Let me check my audio.
God, I can see much.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
How about now?
No, Exy, I can hear you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Also, I thought you were going to go for the that super old Verizon joke.
If it's...
You don't remember that one, do you?
Probably not. I don't really... Most of the cable commercials kind of just go past... like,
this was a cell phone thing from like the early aughts, late 90s.
Holy shit, I got up here. Huh.
Yeah, there was this one guy who used to go around with the cell phone to his ear going, "Can you hear me now?" And then he would say, "Good." You don't remember that?
I don't think I saw that one.
The oldest person in our group.
You're not that much older than us.
Back in my day.
Tommy, you're like a year. You're maybe a year old.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Thanks for making me feel better.
Unless
I mean, you are the oldest one out of all of us, but it's like saying this rock is slightly rockier than the others.
Anyway, how's your week been?
I've been dying.
I just saw dog meat vibrate through a wall.
Oh, he does that too?
Dog meat literally just vibrated through a wall and a locker to get into this structure.
I don't know, that sounds perfectly...
Okay, you're playing Fallout 4, right, shit. That's that.
I don't know what to say. I don't know, Yig. That sounds perfectly normal for dog meat in the Bethesda game.
Use one of those. Yeah, I have.
The reason I'm not playing video games tonight is I have these models that I bought back in 2017. They are almost finished. I'm bound and determined to finish them before they turn 5 years old. Nothing.
Shit, that guy's out. Ah, holy shit!
Yeah. Normally,
I mean, there's not
some kind of sardonic comment.
I mean,
there's not really much to say about that.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, it's for the like 3 other people in Lexi's Twitch chat who don't know what I'm talking about. I bought the Warhammer 40,000 Dark Imperium box set at the very start of 8th edition. Very nice box set for the record. Very nice box set. The armies are well, anyway.
Shit.
The point is... Go ahead.
Oh, I'm dead. No, go ahead. I'm just dying. Again.
The point is, I bought this back in June of... I pre-ordered it even, so I bought this back in June of 2007. Yeah, it was 2000. It was the summer of 2017. Bought this box set. It went into my closet for like 2, maybe 3 years, with me never touching it. And then back in, I want to say 2000 and no, not 20, 2000. I think about sometime in 2019. I actually realized the Primaris stuff could actually be really good as a unit to use on the tabletop. So I started painting them.
I get the feeling
There
it's gonna
are a grand total of, let's see, 22 Primaris Space Marine models in Dark Imperium. I am on the final 3. Nearly 5 years later, I have finally gotten to the I have almost finished the Inceptors.
Those are the ones with this.
Now, part of that is because, pile of shame is a closet of shame for me, just full of shit that I had to paint, that I totally was going to paint, and it was going to be really quick too. It was going to be a fast project, and then I'll get back to these other long-term projects. And yeah, still in the box, or I should say, still on the sprue, still in the box. In several cases, still in the cellophane.
While we're on the subject of 40K, I have been rereading False Ghosts.
That's a good series from what I hear.
Okay, I'm going to interject here. I know what you said, and you said what you meant to say, but for a very brief second, instead of what you said, I heard Box Ghost. So I was wondering, wait, Danny Phantom has novels?
Oh,
Box Ghost.
Deep dive. That's probably not pathable terrain.
No. All things considered, Danny Phantom probably had a more satisfying ending than Bleach. I've never seen either, but I can't help but imagine that Danny Phantom had a better ending than Bleach.
Maybe.
I actually did sort of read the last few chapters of Bleach. That said,
I think that's Bleach. I gave up on Bleach for very intelligent reasons. Like, the fact it got kind of batshit crazy.
It did, but considering where Naruto went, I don't think I can really hold it against Bleach.
I mean, it was early to mid odds shonen. What were you expecting?
So it was One Piece. Look how well that's doing.
One Piece has been around since the 90s.
So was Bleach.
Really?
It's at least. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in the same age bracket.
It started either really early on or just before the 80s. And then the really late 90s or really early 90s.
No. I am almost positive Bleach started in 2001. Whereas One Piece has been around since at least 1998. Because I remember that the cartoon itself premiered in 99. These are vague memories, because it's like, I unfortunately, my first experience with One Piece was the Pork stuff.
Oh shit, that's a lion! Oh shit, lightning hurts! Oh shit, lightning spear!
Everybody's been talking about. You enjoying it?
Sorry, what? I'm dying. Say that again?
That Elder Ring game that I've been hearing about, you're enjoying it?
Elden Ring. But yes.
Elden.
Yes, I am. You're lucky I know you, Tommy. Once I would have taken that as malicious misnaming.
Yeah, I was kind of giving it something on that.
Yeah, it's me, guys. It's me. It's like expecting me to remember a proper noun is just like at least like it's the only reason I haven't asked for Xy's you guys' first name is like I'll never remember them.
You'll remember mine. It's very easy. You won't remember my other 3 names. And you'll definitely mispronounce my surname. Actually, technically, going by what I've said, you've already maliciously mispronounced my first name.
What?
Kane.
Kane.
Cánh Thép. Remember?
Oh. Hey, I'm not the only one. Blame, if you want to blame anyone, blame Fugle, because I go off his pronunciation.
He's Latino Canadian.
And I'm an ignorant white guy who lives in Florida.
Right, my point is, Latino Canadians are a strange and rare breed that none of us have any experience with, except Fugle. We can't really base what we know off language from his pronunciations.
This is very true.
I mean, I can ask my girlfriend if she knows any Latinos.
God,
Or any, like, Latino or Latinx or however you want to... whatever.
No, but my specific point is he's Latino Canadian.
Yes.
It's a strange and eldritch nationality that we know not about.
I mean, it's not Latino.
It's a
Dude, that's like saying that that Irish Canadian is a strange and eldritch thing you know nothing about.
Yes, actually.
Oh, I can go even more eldritch. Irish Quebecois.
Oh shit! That sounds like an eldritch nightmare.
And
He
it's Irish
is.
French man.
He is.
Oh, sorry for that.
Yeah.
Well, there goes another 30,000 souls, runes.
To be honest though, I'd call him a good friend.
Okay, I'm hoping you said good friend because you kind of cut off at the F there.
Yeah,
And knowing the
good
internet.
friend.
Okay, good.
Yeah. He may be
Anyway.
a chaotic neutral degenerate who, through some rather ridiculous loopholes in Quebec law, managed to get out of prison.
Wait, what? I want to ask
Don't
for
worry about
clarification,
it.
but I also don't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, that's probably better.
But I would call him a great friend. Actually, he'd probably get along with everyone here.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Man, I really need either another side of grace or a shortcut to the one I've got. It's just getting tiring running past all these round trumpet boys. And the page boys.
Who the hell the best in this song?
God, it has been a while since I last spoke with you guys.
Yeah, we've been, there's been things going
I
on.
mean, that's why when Exy said it's like I'm hopping on the stream, you guys just want to hop on the chat and talk. I'm like, you know what? I can do that well.
Yeah. It's been a while since I last did anything with you guys as well. So I've got a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw in the chat
Alright.
you got a promotion that lets you finally gives you the weekends off, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm basically working downtown now on, well, starting April 7th. But that basically means that I have weekends permanently off.
Congrats! Welcome to the 9 to 5 grind.
Oh yeah, there's that. But honestly, it's not horrible.
I mean, I work at home, so it's like I don't have much room to complain. I start work at 9:30. It's like, and with my current position at work, I technically I'm halfway off of work at like 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
because by that point they have me monitoring chat for the telework equivalent of Blueberry kindergarten. Blueberry. Basically, put I'm there to. I apparently know enough about how things work that they can put me in charge. Essentially, make sure that they don't tell anyone to accidentally set themselves on fire or something. And that mostly involves doing paperwork.
Is it still paperwork if you're doing it at home?
Well, I should say it mostly involves me monitoring a Skype chat while I do some minor paperwork.
Oh shit, he's an archer! Oh shit, he's a one-shot kill archer on me. Good lord. Oh shit.
Anyway, how's your day job working out, Exy?
You know, it's working. Bending bolts in the belt and all that.
Mm-hmm. So not enough subscribers to quit your day job yet, huh?
That's not going to happen for a while, if at all.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
That's it. I did get a bunch of followers when I streamed the raid, so you know.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Should I use vault? Should I make a vault for the peasants, or should I make them some ramshackle?
Okay, one, what are you playing?
Fallout 4. He's playing Fallout 4.
Given the ramshackle stuff, it's probably better than the old world stuff that they're sleeping in anyway.
True. Alright, so... But it doesn't have to be pretty, so...
I spent so much money on Fallout 3 DLC. It's kind of crazy.
In what regard?
It was for back in the day. Because that was like the first video game I bought a bunch of DLC for. It wasn't like Halo map packs.
Alright.
That was dumb. But I'm still alive, so hey!
Yeah. Alright, this will work.
So, Yugal, did you check out the new Tau Codex yet?
No. I have been occupied with other stuff. Most no be getting that promotion, but yeah.
I broke down, as you may have seen on the chat, I broke down and splurged on the Eldar Codex.
Yeah. A buddy of mine did as well. How are you finding
I
it?
got at least I got a not quite 2,000 points after I got done buying everything.
Mm-hmm.
Really wish I could have gotten some feedback on Space Battle.
Yeah.
God damn, these freaking knights, man.
In my case, I managed to pick up a copy of Fire Emblem.
Oh.
Well, a few
version?
Fire Emblems.
Which game?
Awakening, Echoes, and Fate.
Right, they're gonna get some nice little metal hallway mess.
Alright.
To be honest, I'm going through Awakening right now because a friend of mine told me I might enjoy it, and its ability to encourage asymmetrical strategic thinking.
Interesting.
So, and the off chance that anyone who actually paints miniatures who's watching this chat, there's a fun fact that I've discovered about Army Painter. It's a bitch to thin down with water, but using the airbrush medium, I'm getting some really consistent results. That is to say, the Army Painter airbrush medium that they sell for airbrushes, it lets me thin down the paint and give me some really consistent results with said paint.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, strictly speaking, it's essentially it's a thinner, it's a paint thinner with a dryer retardant in it. Yeah, it says it on the bottle, thinner plus flow improver. But I've always, at least since I started heavily using it, I've always struggled with getting the paint down to something I can consistently use. But especially with water, because it's like, I guess I'm just a horrible judge when it comes to how much water I need to add to the paint to get it to flow off my brush real easy and not like clog details. But yeah.
Okay.
Though incidentally, if you ever do get into painting models, don't buy Army Painter metallics. Just don't bother. The ones that I have used just have been consistently bad.
Alright.
Like, say what else you want about Game Workshop paints. Their metallics are consistent, and they don't. The medium and the pigment, they don't separate. Like you can, like the it stays together. And people who have actually bothered doing tests and trials with it, it might not be the best colors, but they are some of the more consistent and decent ones. Like when you're painting out of the ass for the Leyndell or Retributor armor, two of their main actual metallic colors, they are actually arguably worth the price point, and not just from like an amateur going with the paints that are being sold in the store. But in like a general, these are decent paints to use. You can get really consistent coverage. Army Painter though, stuff it just breaks up to me. I mean, I've tried using them because they're almost as commonly available as the Citadel paints, like miniature painting lines. And they're typically targeted to more serious painters, and they are cheaper. The problem is that at least when it comes to their metallics, I just did not like it. They have just not produced the consistent results I would like.
Enough.
It's not bad. I mean, like I said, I would still consider myself a ranked amateur compared to some people who do videos on YouTube or stuff. But I know enough now to know, just starting to want to explore outside of my immediate comfort zone.
It's a red boy.
But yeah, Army Painter, there is like I said, the two main things about Army Painter that they advertise, at least when I first got into it, was their colored spray primers, which they had essentially they guaranteed that the equivalent in their dropper bottles would match their spray primers 100%. And their dip washers, which I have two of, but I have never actually had the opportunity. And the dip washes were set up as a kind of precursor to what the Games Workshop came out with in regards to contracts. Basically put, go ahead.
No, you go on. I'm gonna go off on a different tangent. So finish up what you're saying.
Okay, well, basically, but the way the dip washes work is you base your model with the primary colors that you're going to be using. And then you literally dunk the model in this big old, like, classic style paint, like classic metal paint pot, like you would get at like a hardware store.
Right.
And then you would essentially flick off the excess. And the way that they would have this, the paint work is, it would create it would essentially help, it would be, the wash formula would essentially seek into the crevices and dye the model and also varnish it. And all you would really need to do to essentially have a decent enough looking miniature is varnish it with a heavy matte varnish, and you were essentially good to go. Because it would essentially, the way the shade retracted would help create highlights. And, just stain the model in such a way as, it would look good, it would look, decent enough on the tabletop.
Cool.
There's a few things, there's a few issues with it though. But essentially, they boasted that you could bang out a decent enough sized army in a weekend with using this method.
Interesting. For my part, I just, well, you know how you have NPC spirit summons in Souls games, right? But usually they're like NPC summon signs.
I've never played a Souls game, so I'll take your word on it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Setting my disappointment Tahu aside. So in Elden Ring, you get spirit ashes that you can use to summon that are basically let you summon whatever kind of NPC it is, wherever you like. And you have like normal ones, which are like, say, a pack of lone wolves or a jellyfish that does poison damage. And then you have legendary ones, which have like names and shit,
Yeah.
So for my part, this guy I've got, Banished Knight Oleg, is ridiculously powerful for like, I literally just summoned him because I figured it was just like a small demi-human beast dude and a bunch of his minions. But I was like off in the corner killing them, and Oleg apparently went and killed some perfumer mini-boss, whatever, because I was just using a freaking spell on a bunch of beastmen, and all of a sudden I get this, I get these two pieces of equipment. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, no, that's mushroom arms. I don't even remember. Okay, the perfumer sarong, and that's just like, I think I probably got a weapon too, but good lord, it was completely out of nowhere. So yeah, Oleg at +10 is basically almost capable of soloing a lot of like mini bosses and actual bosses at this stage. And there's supposed to be even better summons in the game. I'm looking forward to actually, there's one I really need to pick up. I just don't have the ability to kill the person who I need to beat.
It's usually the problem with Souls.
Yeah. The problem is, it's like it's like a very dodgy assassin type character, and I think I probably have the tools to kill her, but sealed by Morgoth the Grace Given. Huh, okay, interesting. That's a boss door I can't actually get to yet. Cool. But yeah, so it's just amusing. I'm just off in the corner doing something completely different, and all of a sudden I'm starting to get like mini boss items and shit, because Oleg just murdering people on the road. Oh yeah. Okay, back down the tower, and I gotta figure out Like, I need another Sign of Grace. I need a rest. I am running low on flasks because I have adapted to using these spells which use more FP and are definitely more effective, but not very efficient at managing my focus point uses, or whatever they call it. Also,
action points, magic points.
No, it's FP, but I forget exactly what the F stands for.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as it was in Dark Souls 3, but... And the confusion I have is because focus is actually a stat here, but it does something different. It's like resistance against a certain kind of status debuff, I think.
Though, speaking of good metallic paints, one line of metallic paints I know so many semi-pros will swear by is Vallejo Metal Color.
Yeah, I hear a lot about those. I think a lot of gunpla builders use those too.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why they do is because Vallejo has a specific model, I should say, paint line for mecha modelers. It is. I actually use the varnish from that line because it's a really, in my experience at least, it's been a really good airbrush varnish. It's literally called Vallejo Mecha Color.
Cool. Yeah, this is... Oh, hello. What the... What I... Ooh, Loretta's Great Bow. Very good.
Right now, I am playing Fire Emblem.
Oh, right. Shit. Sorry.
It's alright.
Man, those pump decks just save you so much space.
Cool. So, Fire Emblem, huh? I'm not sure that's a game series I'd ever be able to play. Definitely can't play it right now because I've got so many games I'm playing through. Technically, I've actually just outright abandoned 2 games at this point. Because I'm not playing them. Because I'm playing Elden Ring instead.
What are you, what games did you end up abandoning?
Dying Light 2 and Horizon 2. At this point. And of course, the other 2 games I'm doing is Destiny 2, because Destiny. And, of course, Elden Ring.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped. I haven't really played FGO in a while, and it's not necessarily burnout, though a little bit of it is. Most of it essentially has been one of those times where it's like, it used to be like the thing you would do when you had the casual time, right? It's a mobile game, right? But because since I'm working from home, for one thing, I'm not like sitting on my butt with nothing to do a lot. And
I'm dead.
with the way... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm dead. I just died. Oh, I think I recognize this guy. He's supposed to have a really... He's supposed to drop that weapon. It's good. Ain't gone.
Yeah, it's like normally I've played that game so much and I've invested so much money into it. It's just like... It feels kind of infuriating to not pick it up again and play, but at the same time, it's just like, I haven't been in the mood. Like, the mood hasn't struck me, because it's just like, there's so much to do in Witch Queen. And since I finally found that my a good rhythm at work, I've finally been able to start consistently painting my models again.
Right.
And it's because of the way the story is structured, you can't really do anything but mindless grinding when you're playing through when I'm at work. So it's like I need essentially it's like I need to like have some focus available for like listening to people when they talk on the phone. Even though like 80% of the time it is literally just me going DCF currently is having a critical staffing shortage across all departments, and they haven't processed your application yet. That is literally like I don't want to. It's been tapering down a bit, but at the same time, it's just like yeah.
Right.
I get a lot of hungry. I get a lot of frustrated parents calling because their kids are going hungry and because the state of Florida wants to drag its feet.
Well, Florida is what Florida is.
Yeah,
Nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, it sometimes the part that essentially gets legitimately annoying for me though is okay. Have you ever called into customer service just so you could have them do some kind of semi-tedious thing for you?
No.
Well, we get a lot of people that are either disabled or like in their like late 50s, early 60s calling in, right? And they're calling in because they want to they either want to apply or reapply for assistance.
Right.
Now that can be either from Medicaid, that could be for food stamps, that could be from like the Medicare savings program. Those are all things that DCF has.
Motherfucker.
Problem?
Oh no! Yes, boss. Mini boss. Tough bastard. And he's got spirit, so he's got reach that. Oh god, he does not appear to be running backwards. Oh well. God damn it, I hate everyone in this game with stupid ass reach! That's right, go back to your thing, I'm done with. Oh shit. God damn it. I just used the wrong class.
Yes, but we get a bunch of people that claim either don't have access to a computer or claim to be computer illiterate, and they're calling in so we can do the application for them. Now
Right.
I have very mixed feelings because back in because that was essentially one of the things that I was told that I would have to be doing when they first hired me. Like the two main things you'll do is reset people's password to get into their online account and occasionally help people apply for benefits.
Right.
That is not the two main things I have. We still do the passwords, but back in November they narrowed the criteria to do telephone applications to just family-related Medicaid, i.e., the stuff that pregnant women and little kids. Now, can you guess what the most common kind of telephone application I get is, or at least used to be?
Old people?
Old people and people claiming to be disabled.
Right.
And it wasn't for and more often than not, it was for food stamps and not Medicaid related to the looking to apply for. And part of me genuinely feels sorry.
Holy shit, I'm alive. How am I alive? I just fell a distance that would have instantly killed me in any Souls game. I'm still alive. I took some damage, but, Huh.
You're not dead yet?
Yeah, yet. It's a bit of a novelty.
Anyway. Part of me feels sorry for some of these people because they're genuinely getting when they go, it's like, I can't drive. I don't, and it's like, I'm over 65 and I don't know how to use a computer, and I'm just like, okay, we can try and send you a paper application. But, it's like part of me feels sorry, but the other part of me is just like, not sorry. Like, there is just, part of it is just like, it is 2022.
Oh, God.
You mean to tell me that you're not even going to bother to make the effort?
Ooh, side of grace. Yay.
Yeah, I know, that sounds callous, but it's just like...
I'm kind of with you at this point. Like, I caught my boss doing. There's a very specific process we have. My boss. There's two of them. One of them, they're brothers. Yeah. One of them, they go through this whole rigmarole for this specific way of printing labels. And I caught him doing it. I just asked, why don't you just open the file instead of re-downloading it every time? And he's just like saying some shit about how, if we keep it on our computer, the computer might break down. And like that laptop over there, you can't mirror programs. I'm like, it's not a program, it's a PDF.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of like a cat picture or Word document.
Yeah, but he's just had like the most gormless look on his face. As I just shrugged and went back to doing what I had to do, use those labels and shit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they had like this vague understanding of how computer memory works, and they're like, oh, our computers clearly don't have enough memory for it.
Well,
one
of the problems is they're also using Microsoft Edge. You know, I looked at the download folder for Microsoft Edge. It was, good fucking lord. I think there's like, I didn't take a long look at it, but it looked like there was freaking. First off, there's like a separate folder for each day instance. I don't know, and it's got the usual like randomized gobbledygook that some things use for file names, you know. But it looks like there's like they must have like the one same freaking label sheet saved up on that computer. Okay, to be fair, it's in the temp folder, so it probably clears out every time they reset it. But still, I don't understand why they keep doing the same thing over and over. It's just
because that's what works, and change is scary.
I suppose, but it's just super inefficient. And he literally, like the day before, was going on about me about how, the way you do things is inefficient. Instead of putting those things in that box and then putting them in the box they're supposed to go to later, you should just put them in the box they're supposed to go to right away. I'm like, yeah, okay, it saves like 3 minutes, so whatever.
yeah. Bosses.
See, the other thing that really started this was that there was a whole freaking network failure because someone drove into a fucking connectivity box or whatever, you know, the network box on the. It was like that. It was a really foggy day apparently, and so like the internet was out and shit, you know. So he literally had to like pull up the sheets he'd already saved at one point that day instead of re-downloading them. It's just like the stupidest shit.
Yeah, it's just the part that it's like that. Because let me put it like this: when you file for like just family related Medicaid, it's dirt simple. Like they do, if it is just you trying to get Medicaid for your kids, all they usually want to know is, okay, is the child like having any kind of difficulties in school? And do you have like, or is there like any kind of medical thing that we might need to be aware of? Like not even like asking for details, just like, does your child need additional assistance for behavioral, developmental, or educational type care that other children have? It's like super simple stuff.
Right.
When you apply for food stamps, they want to know how many bank accounts you have. They want to know every kind of asset you own. They want to know about your medical bills. They want to know about all of your finances.
Hello, secret tunnel.
It's kind of in depth. It's because it's mostly because it's really tedious, especially when you're trying to do it on the phone, because it's like you're having to ask for these people to give you all of this information.
Right.
And if they're working a simple 9-to-5 job most of the time, that's not too bad right up until you get to like things like medical expenses, because that's really detailed. Because not only will they want to know how much you're paying, how much you're paying per month, like how much do you owe, how much do you spend per month, etc. And it's like they want to know details, but they don't like give you like anything more exact than like broad categories. But anyway, the frustrating bit is when you ask about this stuff, and you could just tell that if they were in person, they'd be looking at you like with this blank, dead-eyed, dead fish stare, like.
Yeah, another one.
Blood? Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, we need to know what you know. And it's like you can't skip stuff. You can't just fill it in because of the way they have it set up. Because it's like when you're doing these telephone applications, it's essentially you sitting next to having the person sit next to you in like the kitchen chair while you sit in the while you type away at the computer.
Right.
And ask these questions. And it's unlike if they're sitting in person, you can't point out and say, they're needing to know this information. Do you have it? And oh God, I remember when I first started, I got stuck on this one lady for 5 hours. Like 5 continuous hours.
Right.
And the freaking frustrating part was she, because you have to understand, when you're applying for, you can't really like base the information you're providing on what it's going to be in a couple of weeks. You have to tell them what the current situation is at the start.
Right.
And she was apparently moving in from her and her family were apparently moving in from out of state because her parents were her dad was getting some kind of cancer treatment further down south. And so we weren't just having to ask about her and her husband's financial information. We were also having to ask her parents. And apparently her parents, well, they live in Florida, and they apparently don't have any issue with letting her and her family stay in their house while they're down in South Florida getting cancer treatment. So her parents, they're probably not super well off, but they're well enough off, you know?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. The mom was trying to apply not just for state Medicaid for her kids, because you know what, that's no one's going to bat an eye at that, because private health insurance is bullshit.
Right.
It's a scam that everybody has to. It's a scam everybody has to be made to pay into, but it's bullshit. No,
Nothing from the Canadian.
Sorry, what?
Nothing from the Canadian.
Oh.
I don't think the Canadians paying attention.
No, probably not.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm not going to fault you for trying to get Medicaid, especially bullshit here in Florida. But
Republican state.
Yeah. What was it? What are we at this point? 20 years uncontested? 30? 25, I think?
Let's be real. Neither party looks pretty good given the state of their, states. California's got a homeless problem shit on the streets, and Florida is, Florida.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but part of that, and my personal opinion here is, part of that might have to do with they're just too big. Like, if you broke Florida up into like 4 or 5, like 2 or 3 different states, it might be a bit more manageable. Same deal with California and Texas. It's just essentially, it's like, we're the size of not small European countries. Like, I think Florida's bigger than France, isn't it?
I don't know. How big's France?
I don't know. Not France, but at least like Italy, I think.
I mean, maybe.
I do know you could probably fit most of Europe into the U.S.
You could fit all of. You could probably fit between like Canada and at least Canada and the United States. You could fit all of Europe, and you could fit probably all of what we would consider, quote, Western Europe into the United States easily.
Yeah. Like, to give you an idea, Germany is the size of Texas.
Yeah.
So France is about 4 times bigger than Florida.
Yeah. Actually, here's another example. It takes me 20 hours to drive from here to the East Coast.
Yeah.
In that same time, I could drive from the Netherlands to the southern tip of Italy,
Yep.
going through France or Germany, the Swiss, and Italy.
Mm-hmm. And see, as a country, it's not that big. Sometimes it's not that big of a problem. It's when you get to like the state level, California, Texas, and Florida, they feel like they're a little too big for the jobs they have to do. Like at that, you get to the size of like Florida, California, and Texas, you kind of need a like broader than just state level, like province level authority at times. Like you need to be able to set a it's like I don't know. Terrible things would probably happen if Texas or Florida could print their own currency.
No, absolutely not.
Did you say something that stupid? Like the idea of happening.
Well, I mean, I'm just. I mean, the idea behind the fiat currency makes like the U.S. dollar. That makes sense. No, it's just the idea of like trusting Texas or Florida, given their trust. Like, I mean, I'm happy that if Texas ever did try to go like independent and go it alone, they would last maybe 3 years before having to be reabsorbed back into the United States or Mexico.
See, that's a thing about last time that happened.
We've had the one civil war. We're not having another.
That's what happened the last time a bunch of regions.
They're still trying to refight that one, goddammit! They're not getting another chance!
What's the joke again?
Go on.
The Civil War was about states' right? States' right?
All right.
Hold on.
No, hold on.
And then someone asks, a state's right to what?
Yep.
There you go.
Look. All right, so I'm going to jump in on this. It was about states' rights. No one ever said that just because there was the right to be a complete jackass asshole doesn't mean it wasn't about their own rights.
Well,
it's a very grown.
It wasn't even states' rights. It was essentially
the right to be complete raging assholes.
Yeah, the top 10% assholes in those states' rights to enforce their rights on other states.
And like that's technically okay. Yeah, that would be states' rights. But at the same time, it's like you're also just being raging assholes.
Oh yeah, no. Again, it's the whole part of the whole issue thing that essentially set off the Civil War.
Oh
No. I'm not going to get super political here.
Oh no, we're already kind of getting political here, but no. My oh no was the fact that there was a giant ulcerated Earth tree spirit that just popped out of the ground and was trying to kill me.
Okay, yeah. No, the thing that essentially there was two things that set off the Civil War. Both had to do with slavery, but it wasn't necessarily the abolition of slavery. The first was, and I do believe I'm remembering this off the top of my head, is the Dred Scott decision, which I do believe effectively ended some kind of gentleman's agreement that the free states had with the slaveholding states in regards to people. And I can't remember what the full details were, but essentially that's generally accepted was like the nail in the coffin of whether or not there was like some kind of major competition over the slavery. But the thing to understand about the institution and why they were making such a big deal of it about Lincoln was Lincoln wasn't for abolition. You may have heard this phrase in regards to communism, but what he was for containment. Basically put, he was fine with the South, the slaveholding states having slaves. he just didn't want there to be any more slaveholding states, because he was under the impression that like the white people could be because it's like slaves were taking white people jobs. That was his initial essentially his initial position. He apparently changed over time, mostly because the South decided to be a bunch of pricks about it, and he essentially, and the general assessment was like, you know what? If you're gonna be like this, if you're gonna shoot at us over this, yeah, fuck it. We're taking slavery. We're ending this argument, whether you like it or not. Anyway.
Well, they didn't like it.
Oh no, they didn't like it. They did not like it.
Well, putting in this perspective, this is probably like this. We're theorizing this turn of mind probably is about the same time as the Gettysburg Address, give or take 3 months.
Probably a little bit before then.
So yeah, 3 months before.
Again, it was essentially, it was like, it wasn't that, arguably it wasn't that huge of a leap, and it was like, it was essentially, it's like, well, this is going to screw them over even harder economically. And it had been done to the U.S. every other time, like a foreign power. Like the last two major wars, like the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812, because the British had already apparently abolished slavery. And they're like, hey, you fight for us?
They flat out abolished it.
Yeah, they abolished it before the Civil War, but I think they had done it in at least, when did they abolish slavery?
They were, it was after, I think it was after, I don't remember.
You know what,
they were, yeah, they were actively engaging in
1806. Okay, so after the Revolutionary War, after the end of American War for Independence, but before the war, just before the War of 1812, was when apparently the British Empire officially ended slavery.
If I remember, part of the whole political thing was that around the time of the Civil War, America was pretty much the last quote-unquote big slaveholding polity.
Incorrect.
Brazil.
Really?
Brazil.
Was it
America?
Brazil.
America was just the loudest to have
America
their slavery.
Was arguably the loudest and probably the second largest. But I do believe there was slavery was still ongoing and down at least Brazil.
Yeah.
When did Haiti? Haiti did had their war for independence and all that stuff before Civil War. Yeah, because I remember that was one of the big problems down. That one of those big setbacks was just because of how things escalated in Haiti. There were extra history videos on this. They're interesting to listen to.
I've listened and watched a lot of videos on these various subjects. Guilty hood. No, my point is that one of the things was that the U.S. was also exporting a lot of the usual cotton stuff the Americas caught. Yeah, cotton mostly.
Cotton and the cotton gin. That was one of the big things that led to slavery getting
right, and that's the big thing
I don't
about
say second win, but essentially it made it a bit more for the slaveholders, made it a bit more economically viable. Not as economically viable as they were thinking, as the British were very happy to buy Egyptian cotton instead of southern United States cotton.
Right, but that was one of the big tensions about the whole situation. They were worried about maybe other countries, other nations coming in and legitimizing the South as a separate nation.
Yeah.
Was one of the reasons why the Civil War was very
anyway
distressing, I suppose I should say.
But yeah, basically put the reason, part of the reason we still talk about it today is,
Because people won't let it fucking die.
oh well, no, I mean it's essentially it's like we never finished denazifying the South. You know,
Mhm.
like how after World War II they went out of their way to denazify Germany.
Yeah.
Like they didn't let them get away with romanticizing anything. It's like, no, no, you fucked up. You were the bad guys, and we're all willing to forgive you, but we're not going to be willing to let you forget it. And it's essentially it's like you started this shit. You did this shit. You brought this on yourself. You know, that kind of deal. And it's like, we're not going to let you start it again. And we never really did that in the South. Or at least we started.
They were going to, but
and
then...
it was going to be like too much of a pain. And it's just like, yeah, no one really wants to stick their neck out. And really over 100 years, what is it, up this point, 200 years later? No, wait, the Civil War happened in the 1860s, didn't it? Anyway, why were we talking about slavery again?
Politics, Republican Party, Florida.
Right, and never denazifying the South. Anyway.
Right. Probably a big part of why that didn't happen is also because Abraham Lincoln got shot while he was in the theater, so, you know.
Oh, that too. And Grant was not as good as president as he was a general.
I wonder how it would have gone if we kept that whole thing where the loser of the race would have to serve as the winner's VP.
That was actually why there was such a big problem before Grant. Why there was such a big problem in the first place, because they did do that in with Lincoln. His his vice. It was essentially they didn't convict him, but apparently they were just about ready to impeach his ass. Lincoln's successor was actually I think it was a his name was Johnson. I think it was even Lyndon Johnson.
No.
It's like, yeah, I know, like there's an LBJ from he was Kennedy's vice president, but yeah, there was another Johnson that was a vice president that became president.
That's bullshit.
But yeah, I don't remember. I'm blanking out on the name, but yeah, he was a I think he was a Democrat, or at the very least, he was like he was like a conservative, and I think he was even from like the South. Anyway, the point was he was like a racist asshole, and kind of dragged his feet a lot early on, post-war.
Aha! Those three in Erdtree Spirit Falls, bitches! And I have a golden seed to show for it! Finally! Good lord. That was a pain in my ass. Just getting to the damn thing. Nice, man. Nice. Alright. So, Fugel, how's Fire Emblem treating you?
Pretty good. I can understand why people say it's all about asymmetrical strategic thinking now. When do you usually master seal someone?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking that up. Okay.
Oh, hello. Undead duty? Alright, so I'm apparently walking through the cemetery full of undead for this part of the city. How lovely. Eesh.
So, I'm kind of annoyed at GW because they're starting to quietly retire the old firstborn Marines. You know, like the regular Space Marines.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't like officially discontinued stuff, but the reason I'm specifically annoyed at them right now is, besides retiring the very good, to this day, multi-part Space Marine Commander box, that's really they're also retiring the Librarian and Terminator armor.
Oh,
Or at least
no.
it's going away for a while.
Oh,
The
that's-
issue there is the Terminator Librarian isn't just an HQ choice in the regular Space Marine line. It's also one of their HQ choices in the Grey Knight army. And it's just like, but you're putting him in the start collecting box, or the quote combat patrol box for Grey Knights. What if I just want to buy a Librarian for my Grey Knights? Why are you getting rid of this guy? Like, I get retiring the fine cast stuff. Like the fine cast resin stuff. I get that. I understand that. I get wanting to retire some of the older monocode stuff. Like from the one captain with the gravity gun from the combi grav from sixth edition. I get that. I understand that. And I get wanting to retire, like trying to get rid of as much of that old resin fine cast line as you can, because Games Workshop doesn't like it because their resin models are really crappy, which isn't any fault of them or necessarily fault of theirs. It's just it's just like their resin molds were, in a lot of cases, were
low
essentially
quality?
adapted computer molds, and it's just they've never
God.
been really good.
Adapted computer,
Like,
my
I
word.
get wanting to retire old models, especially if they're not like selling much. No, the part that I'm just generally salty over is, well, for one thing, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, like, I'm not a huge fan of them just out and out retiring regular Space Marines. I get why they want to do it. I get why they're doing it. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm just bitching.
I would say you might be well versed in investing into a 3D printer.
Don't talk to me about 3D printers and recasts. I'm so pissed right now. Or I guess, no, let me rephrase that. Okay, so just to give you an idea, this was months back. I found I think, I'm like almost positive it's Russian, but I bought some recasts, from Russia, from this one guy off, and they came in and like it was what I paid for. But the main issue with those recasts, which I only found out later, was they were warped very badly.
Right.
And they're going to, and in order for me to reasonably use them, I'm going to have to bust my butt and scrape and essentially cut and drill and scrape and re-sculpt a whole bunch of crap, and it's just really frustrating. Particularly so with recent developments, but specifically, it's like, I mean, it's not like I can call up email like Forge World customer service and say, "Hey, the Dreadnought body that you guys sent me, yeah, there's some mold. There was some kind of like mold shrinkage or like sagging going on, and yeah, could you guys send me give me send me a replacement, because this one's not like it does the plastic parts aren't going to fit the resin. I can't exactly email them and complain about that.
I mean,
And
you can, but
yeah, outside of hopefully like Chinese knockoff. I mean, I get why Games Workshop replaces stuff, but I'm kind of salty about it from as a game outside. It's just like I have such a limited range of stuff to pull from. It is like you have to like really flex the kit, but like really push your kit bashing and modeling skills with them, because it's just like you've got there's a lot of basic units that they don't have dedicated models for. Like you've got
they extol the virtues of 3D modeling and printing.
Yeah.
It's great. It's fun. You should do it.
Actually, it's taken me like way too long as just to just get this decent at like at just regular old painting. I'm not that confident with my skills in CAD. I mean, hey, if you want to give it a try, go right ahead.
I mean, I can. I made the freaking Towers picture over there, and give me give me money in a week, and I'm sure I could be persuaded to make it into an actual Tau Commander model.
Sorry, what was that?
The freaking PNG I have for you for the Discord overlay on my stream.
Honestly,
Towers model.
The thing that I'm looking more for is character models for Grey Knights and/or upgrades to make like existing models into proper characters.
Well, if you showed me like what you'd need and gave me like enough reference pictures, I could make them. I couldn't print them because I don't have a 3D printer, but
Yeah, well, I know people who have 3D printers.
Well, I don't have a 3D printer.
You know what? I might take. I mean, if you think you can do something like it, I might give you send you some stuff. See what you can do.
Well, yeah, just when you feel confident about it, send over the.
Yeah, I'll DM you. I'll DM you in a little bit here.
Oh, so that's where it's like when they're not constantly blocking for his shield. Much less annoying to kill them when they're like that. Oh god. These freaking knights are all up my ass, man. It really doesn't make sense that NPC basic shield should be able to block that well, considering it's magic damage and all, Makes no sense.
Yeah, that's being mechanics for it. But actually, you're into, is it pronounced Gunpla?
Gunpla. Gundam plastic model, Gunpla.
Gunpla, yes. You're into that, aren't you, Exy?
Yeah, I've got a master grade Wing Zero that I still need to finish building. I'm not doing anything complicated like customs or whatever. It's literally just straight assembly.
Yeah, well, okay, well, then you might not be super into it, but I was actually, you've heard of the Dread Knight, right? The much derided baby carrier of the Grey Knights.
The Dread Knight, yeah. God damn this frickin' knight. But yeah, seeing the meme images.
Okay, here's the thing to understand about the Dread Knight. The main issue on why it gets so much flack is it's because of its pose.
Okay.
Because if you look at it, at one point, I think this was supposed. If you look at like how the model is laid out, and how like you can actually see where they are. Like if the model was like something was like it was actually articulated that the way it looks, it would it's a lot more dynamic. And they've even actually in the official codex art, they even actually have a grandmaster in Dread Knight armor, or piloting a Dread Knight in a much more dynamic pose.
All right.
And it's like I said, part of the issue with Dread Knight is the stupid posing. And anyone who spends like 10, 15 minutes looking at it, you quickly realize, oh yeah, if you like bend this joint or move this arm and like tilt and like pivot the torso a bit, it actually can look really cool. But because of the way they have, because of the way the pose was decided on, like it's got this. Essentially, the way they have the model set up is the pilot. It's essentially it's an exoframe, like it's an exosuit. Like you got the guy in the power.
Yeah.
You got the guy in the power armor, and he's essentially it's like the giant the giant robot is essentially supposed to be an extension of him. Because if you look at the way the model is posed on like the official art, and then you look at how the arms are posed compared to how the pilot's arms are posed and how the legs are posed, you realize that this guy is like, it's supposed to be like like mimicking the pilot's movements up to an extent.
All right.
And then you see like official art where it's like you see the knight posed in these much more dynamic ways.
Right.
Right, and it's just like this was their first attempt at like the exoframe kind of model. They've done a couple since. You had the Centurions, who looked decent enough. And then they did the Sisters of... I think they did one other besides the Sister of Battle. Like
Their Adventure Engine?
Well, no, not that one. That's more of a Dreadnought. I can't remember, but it's like... The Sister... They've done a one or two.
Yeah, I remember...
But my point... Besides that, go ahead.
I remember seeing a baby carrier for Adeptus Sororitas, yes.
Yes, and the thing about I've seen those too, and the thing that I've seen about those is they're not as much of a baby carrier because I think it's Palatine. Palatine.
That's how I pronounce it.
Yeah. The thing about them is they're not as much of a baby carrier because, again, the dynamic posing. Like, it's clear that, yes, these they are wearing power armor. But at the same time, it's just like they're not like baby carrier look.
They're not like the Grey Knight's one where it's like baby carrier.
Yeah, where he's got his legs spread out, and you can, Hey, grab the codex.
I don't know.
Because they actually, I'm going to show you because essentially it's like the model line for the Grey Knights is so limited that they even actually officially acknowledge that they actually modeled something that was outside of the basic kit. Like the Grey Knight Army book is the only one I've ever seen where Games Workshop outright acknowledges Forge World as a thing. Okay, I'm gonna post a picture here in chat in a second.
Can I knock it out?
And this is of the one they specifically call out as having been modeled. Where they specifically acknowledge that this model has been converted to be less derpy looking. And it is, for the record, actually really nice looking. They, like I said, they show off how like this thing can actually look really good if you know what you're doing. at least personal opinion here. That is the goal. That is the army armies on parade Grey Knight Grandmaster. See how much of the less of a baby carrier it looks with the just a few adjustments there to like how the posing.
Yeah. Slightly less ridiculous, but no, it still looks dumb.
Yeah, like
As designed.
as much as I know it's not supposed to be as dumb as it looks, and it's like a really hyper lethal exoframe. But part of the problem is that you've got people who are wearing power armor using it.
Well,
here's my problem.
And
he doesn't have additional armor plating or actually covering over him. He's exposed
that
there.
too. That's also part of it. And then there's like, if you want to go the route of something like this, and I can tell you exactly where they got the inspiration for this.
aliens.
Aliens? Fuck no, they got this from fucking the Matrix.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a little dumb in that
I
too,
forgot-
actually.
I had almost forgotten about that one.
Like, this is literally a 40k version of the fucking mechs they used at the final stand of the dial.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen that movie, but yeah, that is actually.
And that's another reason that I just cannot take this seriously. Because whenever I see it, I think of Matrix Revolution, or whatever the fucking third movie was.
It was RE something, I remember.
It was, I don't think it was Revolution.
It was Revelation. It's been a while.
Strike Squads.
Yeah, I just can't take Red Knight seriously. And to some degree, I can't take the Paladin seriously for similar reasons. But at the same time, it makes more sense for the sororitas than it does for standard
Space
adeptus.
Marines.
Yeah. It's less inherently ridiculous for them because they're unaugmented. They're wearing fairly decent power armor. Like, comparatively, they're wearing fairly decent power armor. But then I just see a fucking Space Marine and a Dread Knight, and it's just... I just can't take it seriously.
Well, I think part of the issue with that is context, because most of the time, you have to understand is actually, you know what? Let me grab another picture from the codex, and you'll see the kind of context the Dread Knight is supposed to be used in. Because most of the time, you're just seeing it by itself or surrounded by a bunch of smaller demons, right?
Like, I kind of get the purpose. It's meant to, like, give them a size advantage.
Hold on. I am going to find that, because there's a center. Here it is.
I just lost my magic. Spending stone, golden rune 11, huzzah. I could probably level up.
Okay. It's a it's a terrible picture.
Oh shit.
Or a terrible looking picture, but you see big old Bellicor there in the on the right side of the screen.
Give me a minute.
I mean,
I'm running
like I
for my
said-
life.
I know, dude. I'm talking to you.
Like I said, I get that it's meant for like a size advantage when they can't like deploy.
Essentially, it's like because like demons come in like baby kaiju size.
And like I said, I get that, but at the same time, it looks. I just can't take it seriously.
Okay, it's fair enough. I mean, I can kind of get the imagery, but it's I'm a fanboy. It's like I can kind of see how it's like, wow, puny humans, and then just.
But I mean, to be honest, if I'd rather them just use a fucking Imperial.
Well,
yeah, isn't the whole point of all the blessings and stuff to make them like proof against demonic shit? So just set like a normal Titan then.
No, I'm talking about like an Imperial Knight, not a Grey Knight, a...
yeah,
Not...
the
Let me
Imperium
rephrase, isn't all the Imperium shit supposed to be blessed to hell and back?
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be.
So,
Doesn't mean it always works. The blessing always works.
Look, let's be honest. I can't take most of Warhammer 40k shit seriously whenever I hear the lore about it. But even so, like the context, like the Grey Knights really don't seem necessary to me.
Basically put, Exy, it's the difference between wearing a Kevlar vest and sitting inside a battle tank. In terms of because it's essentially it's an order of magnitude. Like you can try and like generally bless bless and sanctify something, but yeah, eventually it's just
Eventually, you just need to bring a bigger gun, and that's really what the Dread Knight. I understand that's what the Dread Knight is. It's essentially them bringing a bigger gun. Like I said, it's still goofy as hell looking.
fair enough. That's
I don't see the point of not building like a decent
for me.
cockpit around the guy instead of just leaving him sitting there practically bare-ass naked compared to the rest of the unit.
I mean, again, it's mental images because it's essentially it's like you're referencing for the record, the mech suit was in the both the Matrix not Revolutions, but the Matrix Reloaded and Revelation.
No, Reloaded was the second one, Revolution was the third one. Okay,
Revolution.
And
Really? 'Cause I thought
hold up. Fine, I'll look it up.
I thought that was like what the animated anthology was called.
No, the anthology was the Animatrix.
Right. Anyway, you're thinking Matrix.
Actually, that is a good question. Why didn't they put armor on the Matrix ones either? Actually, to be fair, the Animatrix ones did have armor. They just ripped the armor plating off and then ripped the guy out minus his limbs. Ugh.
Yeah.
You guys are thinking of like from the Matrix. I'm thinking of the end of Aliens, where Ripley's in the power loader and she's throwing down with the alien queen.
So I'm gonna cut in here. That power loader is not a military unit; it's a civilian power loader. Obviously,
Yes.
It's not gonna have military-grade armor plating and like a high-vis display instead of just like simple glass windshield or whatever.
Yeah, no, dude, it's what I'm trying to say here is it's the mental image and a visceral reaction where it's like you essentially confronting the monster on equal terms.
Actually, shit, the power loader technically looked better armored than the Dread Knight does. Also, it still has a windshield. Like it literally has like a
Anyway.
protective cage, like a decent like OSHA certified vehicle.
Dude, I'm not disputing this. I'm just saying that it's the mental reaction / image, where it's like you're essentially the rest of the tone of that movie is essentially finally confronting the monster, or at least that's the impression I come off with, is like this is the thing. This was the monster in the dark. And now you're coming back with it, and you're not going to let it frighten you anymore, or something like that.
I mean, yeah, but that's not applying to the Dread Knight.
I'm just saying, I'm getting when I think about the Dread Knight, it's like I get a whole lot of get away from her, you bitch vibes. Okay, that is the impression I generally take away with the Dread Knight.
I suppose it's a valid interpretation and feeling.
Yes, and I understand. And like I said, it's a much derived model. It's like people love to bitch about it. I really wish they would come out with an alternate sculpt, but it's what we're stuck with, and it's what I have to improvise with. And as you can see from the picture, it can be made to look marginally less stupid.
Yeah.
That's going to be a matter of opinion. Let me look at this.
Like I've actually even the base model. There is you see the arms there. Those are they're connected by ball joints. The pistons can move with the arms. The waist can pivot. The main issue is, in my personal opinion, is the legs. That's the issue where you run into the real big issues with.
I don't know, legs look fine to me. Oh, are you talking about quality?
No, that is specifically the not kit. I don't know why I keep saying kit.
Oh, you're talking about posability. Okay.
Yeah, posability. Because the legs are static. And because of that, and it's specific, and part of the reason that it's static is you see where his feet are? They're almost pedals, right? You're probably still playing your game, but yeah, there are these pedals where the feet sit. And when you examine the model, you realize that those pedals are actually if the model could actually move the way it looks like it's been articulated, the pedals can go up and down. And again, because the exoskeleton is supposed to roughly mirror the motion of the pilot. So if you wanted to raise the leg up and bend the knee a bit, you would in theory have to raise the pedal up and bend the knee of the pilot up. And you can, with a lot of effort, do that. Mind you, it requires a lot of cutting and sculpting.
Okay, here. I would put a bunch of plates over the pilot so you can't see him at all, and then do whatever the hell you wanted. Yeah.
There are modifications and fan sculpts. Some people replace the pilot with a dreadnought's body. That's a popular version.
That makes sense. Good lord.
3D printed 3D print kits that let you essentially upplate it to it, so it's essentially a Grey Knight shaped giant robot.
Interesting.
What are you looking at? Are you still playing the? I'm going to mispronounce it because I know it's not pronounced Elden Ring. It's
Elden.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Yeah, this is literally Elder, but with an N instead of an
Okay. The fantasy Souls-inspired RPG that you are currently playing.
It is literally by From Software. It's basically this generation's Dark Souls, but yes, I'm playing it still.
Okay.
I've been meting out judgment to these golden armored knights who keep annoying me. With a gavel! The gavel of Haima! This is fun. Ah, damn it, you had to get smart and ruin my fun, asshole.
You know, I think one of my bigger issues with Primaris Marines right now, they don't have they haven't come out with a proper Terminator kit. Like, we've got Gravis armor. They've come out with Gravis armor, but it's just like, this doesn't feel like a proper suit of Terminator armor.
It's not.
I know. It's supposed to, like, if you look at like the aggressors, that was clearly the idea they were going with. But it's like, no, this doesn't quite feel as unstoppable as Terminator armor. And I know that, like, in gameplay-wise, Terminator armor really isn't as unstoppable as the reputation would have you think.
Oh no, and the lore of Terminator armor is... If you're wearing Terminator armor, you better have plot armor in the lore. Because otherwise, it's about as useful as flak armor.
I wouldn't say that. I mean...
Alright, it's less useful than flak armor.
Basically,
No.
but it typically suffers from the Worf effect. Or inverse ninja law, if you will.
That's one way of putting it.
Inverse ninja law. Shit. Could call it inverse Zaku law.
Because, like, one or two Terminators, downright unstoppable.
You haven't read the King novels, have you?
Not that particular one. I haven't read you're thinking about the one where he's on the Space Hulk, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I haven't read that one.
Admittedly, that is them getting swarmed by
Tyranids, specifically Gene Stealers, with those rending claws.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mobile Suit Gundam came before Warhammer 40,000, therefore Red Ones Go Faster is officially property of Gundam.
I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. They probably were even possibly referencing that.
Okay,
Also-
by that logic, I'm gonna have to break you a little bit. By that logic, maid cafes are an extremely Japanese take on Hooters.
I mean, I'm also not arguing with that. I've been to Hooters. Hello, Trumpet Boy. Goodbye, Trumpet Boy.
Also, another odd observation, Rand. I kind of wish they would give Inceptors the option of having a chainsaw. I don't know why. It's just like, yes, giving them fully automatic heavy bolter machine pistols or plasma cannons is okay. That's cool. At the same time, I kind of wish I had the option of giving, like, having in one of their hands, like one of these assault bolters in one hand, and swapping it out for a heavy chainsword in the other. Because I was also recently working on the most recent Assault Marine kit, and it had some really nice dynamic posing going on there.
Alright.
Yeah, like they had some really good posing with both the chain swords and the combining with the legs and the torso. It's like the last generation, like it was like full on Jeep Games Workshop. They officially knew what they were doing. Models, or like one of their last like truly multi-part kits.
Hey guys, Tune into my stream for a second. I'm going to show you the Buster rifle.
Were you showing them the?
Yeah.
I know you're showing them. I don't need to see this.
Yeah, no, it's just a little bit of fun. His Gundam and Buster rifle and.
I gotta find you. There you are.
Give me a moment.
Okay, I'm looking.
All right. Let's see if I can pull this off. Actually.
Are you using a mini boss?
No, it's a big guard. Well, it's kind of a mini boss.
You're using like a field boss that you Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is because I know what's coming. 10 seconds.
It's a wave motion staff?
It is the Comet Azure spell. Hold up.
Oh.
There it is. But it's literally basically a Buster rifle shot. Well, I call it a twin Buster rifle after all the... Because you get the Terra Magicus and the boost from the Flask of Wondrous Physic, which also lets you fire it off without using FP.
Do you have the Stone Digger staff?
It appears that I am being summoned for something. Or rather, I need to go...
The what staff?
Talk to a friend of mine. I need to go talk to a friend about a project that we're working on.
Go ahead.
Alright. Take care, man.
So, I will see you guys later.
See you around, man.
You know, now that I look at the renderings you've done for me and people, yeah, I'm not you know, it's, well, then again, you don't necessarily, I'm not sure if you could get the fidelity of detail I would necessarily want in a 3D print.
Well, it depends on what kind of detail, because some details you can just, you are more for texture painting than modeling. And others are just,
True, and it's not like I need you to color it.
I way overshot for that. Alright.
Eggsy, do you have the Stone Digger staff?
I don't know.
It boosts the arcane, it boosts the Comet of Azure.
Oh.
Because it boosts a certain kind of magic, and
Right, yeah, I've got the Lusat's Glintstone staff, which does enhances all power.
It might be Glintstone.
It's Lusat's Glintstone staff is what I'm using right now.
I'd have to watch that. I'd have to watch Spiffing Bird again. And
Stone
Basically,
Digger,
I just posted it in the general chat, the picture, but part of me is wondering if I could give you, if you could take the front, what you're seeing with the front of that, and transfer it over to the front of a regular dreadnought body.
Okay, hold on. Say that again. I'm looking at it now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You see the picture of the resin part. It's the lighter colored material.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That came out warped, and I had to do a lot of like digging and essentially like had to cut off part of the back end there to make it to have things fit even semi correctly.
Right.
And part of that was because of the way the mold, parts of the mold had shrunk and were miscast from when they were cast, or recast in this case. And the way this particular upgrade for the Dreadnought works is that is like the front half of the body, and you stick the regular Dreadnought part on the Dreadnought's power plant on the back, and then fit it on the legs, and it's, you know what? Hold on.
Basically, this is replacing the front part that would normally go there, right?
Yeah. But yeah, if I was like send you a like an intact, like a properly sculpted plastic version of the regular dreadnought, I'm wondering if you could like somehow like take the front of that and put it on the other dreadnought and have that as a file I could print out or have someone print out.
Okay, so what I would basically want for the workflow for this is I'd take this picture and look at all the, basically, I'm going to want you to send me the original front part of the dreadnought while using this picture as a reference to put the details you want on it. Do you have like one of those model sheets that has like measurements and shit on it? I'm going to want some things for scale. I'm going to want centimeters.
I mean, like you want like actual measurements or
okay, so the specific part that this is based on, I'll want front, side, and back views. Basically every angle, top, bottom, front, both sides. Well, one side at least, unless it's asymmetrical, then both sides and back. I'd want them with like
the physical pieces.
I mean, yeah, I guess that would work, but it seems like it'd be a lot faster to just send me a bunch of images.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier to send you a bunch of images.
Also, you wouldn't have to pay postage, so, you know.
I'm trying to find.
Okay, but like,
no,
you don't have to do it right now, obviously, because we're all...
that shrank really bad after they cast it. Here it is.
Right. Yeah, so I'd want like a 1 centimeter ruler.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Are you sorry, you were saying something?
Yeah, I'm talking. Oh shit! Oh shit! Boss fight! Crap. Okay, give me a second. I didn't expect that. Should we have a boss? Go, like! Oh, thank God, it's just Phantom. Well, I say just, but...
There was more issue back than it was.
Alright, I'm dead. Okay. Alright. Let me,
No, hold on. Side by side.
yeah, so... like, just basically like a 1 centimeter square piece of paper or something, or marked out 1 centimeter square for scale. And those 6 reference images, and I could, the way I'll go about it is I'll just model the base part, and then I'll start adding the details that you want. Reshaping it. This is probably how I'd go about it. What I'm looking at is I do... Let's see, so the 3 little skulls, I could just do 1 skull and make that an array and boolean that onto the faceplate. Actually, no, but most is just going to be a lot of booleans, basically.
Yeah, well, essentially, my main thing here is like, I don't know. Part of me is like, I am speaking from ignorance here, because it's like I don't know what software to do, so it's like I'm going by like what would in theory be. Hold on, I'm sending you.
Alright, Godfrey, time to die. Again. And he's dead. Awesome. I'm gonna assume that's not the whole thing. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Alright, so...
Yeah,
Ooh, achievement.
Congrats.
Okey doke. Okay, I can work with these. They're not like the best references that I would work with, but yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, part of me kind of wishes like the technology probably isn't actually there, but part of me wishes like there was a way to like take a 3D scan of something,
There is.
put it in like what?
There is.
Well, yeah, but let me. I was about to say is, and then take that 3D image, port it over to like in editing, like the printer editing software. Like I think one of them is like called Blender or something.
Blender? Yeah, that's
And
what I
then-
use, man.
Yeah, and just trying to unsquish the sculpt that like some of the sculpts that I have.
Oh boy. Literally
Yeah, I know,
everything you
that's-
said can be done.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
You should watch, okay. Corridor
Tahu,
and Corridor
I don't
Crew.
even. Tahu, I don't even know anything about 3D printing, but even I'm aware it's probably at that level already.
Yeah, well, part of me is just not wanting to like make assumptions, you know. Like I don't want to.
Yeah,
do
that's-
that.
Yeah, that's,
Like
that's understandable.
I would figure in theory we're probably at that point. It's just I'm not sure if like what level of like professional skill that is.
Well, scanning something and straightening it out probably isn't that hard.
That hard.
In fact, it's very easy, but you'd have to get like the proper scanning app and make, because I think it works with certain kind of phones and. But I know there's a lot of people that do work by just like scanning their faces in and making little like using those as bases for animations and shit. Again, Corridor Crew, you should look at them sometime. Oh shit,
I
that's
just
been the heavy
wish-
load.
I. Shoot, no, don't upload. I don't want to upload. I wanted to. Shit. Hold on. I uploaded a bunch of pictures I didn't want to. Delete. Said delete. Must have been individuals. Yeah.
Shit, where does this take me?
But anyway,
Ah, I see. But yeah, this should. Well, you understand I'm not going to devote too much time to this. But I'll
dude,
see
it's
what I
fine.
can do.
if you want to try it, like, and there's another I can, and if in regards to the Mark IV Dreadnought, I have 2 copies of it, so I could literally send a physical thing to you if you wanted to like physically reference what I'm talking about.
That's not really how I work, so don't bother.
Yeah. Where did I? Maybe I should ask around. Try and.
Actually, there's one more thing I would ask you. Do you have a ruler?
Yeah, I have several and measuring tapes.
Alright, so I'd want you. Okay, so that second image from the top, the one of the side profile, could you like pull the ruler up to the top edge, the top flat surface? Centimeter side?
Yeah. Hold on. I got rulers here right now. Hold on.
Yeah. Seriously, why did this guy give me Miranda powder? I really need to find some freaking perfume crafting or something, because I'm getting curious about that. Oh, shit! Ah, shit.
Okay. So.
Alright, that's dead. Yeah, oh shit. I should not be advancing without leveling up. Good lord, I have 161,000 runes. I should go back into that site of grace and level up before I lose all this shit. Just like I've lost about 200,000 other runes from dying after I beat a boss. Alright. Huh, I wonder what's that the other way.
Okay.
Like, try to get like perfectly side on if you can.
Right. Let me.
Huh. Finger crones.
Did that help, or are you? Oh, you're.
I was looking. Playing game. Oh god. Okay. So these are centimeter measuring tapes?
Those were the range rulers that. Those were like regular range rulers. I think those each block is supposed to represent an inch.
Oh, lovely.
If I get something that measures in centimeters?
Yeah. Because I like to work in meters, and you know it's easiest to go from like to like.
It makes sense, dude. It's barely anyone uses imperial anymore.
Yeah, like I'm gonna. Let's see much.
Okay, I've got something. I got a measuring tape that does meet the centimeters.
Look at that.
Okay.
Intriguing.
Hopefully. A little bit hard to do with them with the range ruler. Does that work?
All right. Let me see. Okay, so that's what, 3 centimeters? Yeah. Not quite 3.
Not quite. I'm looking at it. It's like the lip comes out. Well, actually, yeah, probably about 3 centimeters when you take into account the final the final bulge at the bottom.
I'm looking at like that one straight flat plane of armor.
The top
Closest.
plate is about 2 centimeters, or just a little over 2 centimeters.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah. And overall width is a little over. I want to say about 3.5 centimeters. I'm looking at it with I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I can see why people prefer. Yeah.
Okay, so overall, it's probably about 3 centimeters. Not tall. Not
Yeah, they're about.
wide.
It's around.
Long, I would say.
Generally, like 3.5. It's like somewhere in the ballpark of 3.5 to 3.5. Yeah, the overall height is just over 3 centimeters, or the overall height is just over 2 centimeters, and overall length of...
Something
Because
incredible ahead.
part of the problem here is it's not like the top plate is just like is 2 centimeters, and like the bottom where that like the coffin bulges out, that's what throws the measurement off.
Gotcha. Alright. Alright, Yig, how's your peasants doing?
What?
How's your peasants doing?
Your would-be vault dwellers.
Oh, I built I built like a 2-story bunker full of bunk beds. About 21 bunk beds. So 2 per bed to 42 peasants. Yeah.
Very well.
Now I just gotta wait for them to reach up there from Concord.
Good, the Crucible Knight's not coming back.
But yeah, if you can give me a less squished alternative, you know what?
Okay. No, damn it! Alright, fuck me. Owie, lightning! And I'm dead. Alright, 26,000 runes. I'm not even gonna bother to go back for those.
By the way, why is your voice sounding so accelerated?
What do you mean?
It sounds like your voice is going like set to going 2 times fast, or like 1.5 times speed.
Huh. That's not something I've done. Not actively, at least. Wait, hold up. What the hell is that? Okay, no, that's right. That's right. Alright.
Okay, interactive.
Yeah, no, that's nothing I've done on my end. I might just be talking faster, maybe.
No,
Around.
it sounds like there's something going on with that's like speeding up your voice.
It might just be Discord being Discord.
Yeah, possibly.
Law. Okay, and this is the test. Nope. No, it's not. Ugh. It's always so weird to listen to myself. No, it sounds normal to me, so it must be on Discord or yours end.
Yeah, it's probably something to do with Discord.
Yeah, or you just haven't heard my voice in such a long time. Or maybe you're still listening to me through Twitch.
No, I closed out Twitch.
Alright. That's fine, it says you're still here.
Twitch?
Yeah.
I closed out. I thought I closed out Twitch.
Well, I double check that.
Yeah, I closed out Twitch.
Huh, that's weird. It says you're still in chat.
Hmm. Yeah,
I don't think I would be able to buy from Russia right about now.
No, absolutely not. Or Ukraine.
No, I was looking through the trying to find someone who had recasts, and like right now it's like no, if they're including an option for Russian language, yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea to buy from you right now. I'm just going to go out here on a limb and say that I don't want to. Your bank might not be accepting my money right now.
Oh no, their bank would be accepting your money. Your bank's not going to transfer it.
Yeah. Yes. Hmm.
All right. Alright, I'm gonna call a quick break on my stream. I'm gonna leave you guys here to do whatever the hell you like while I go and alleviate some pressures. Alright. Be back in a bit.
What's your call? Answer it.
Come here, you little. I've been playing way too much Fallout 76.
Hmm.
And this is going to sound weird because Fallout 76 isn't amazing, but it does have a number of quality of life improvements compared to number 4. Namely, that you can scrap everything down to its component pieces, which makes things weigh a lot less. You're not constantly overweight. I guess I could go help. This right here.
Dang it! Why are all the recasters in Russia? Actually, that probably answers my own question. In some ways, that answers my own question.
They're kind of.
Because all the Okay, German, huh? Okay. Now, is there an option to contact you? Mr. German, that doesn't involve having to translate to English, please. There we go. Contact, yes.
Alrighty, I'm back. So, what erudite conversation have you all had since I was gone?
Nothing much.
Oh, by the way, yeah, that last while back I did use the Buster meme build on Godfrey's ghost or whatever the hell that was. And yet, pretty much deleted him.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, usually if you want to see something absolutely bonkers, just look at Switching Brit stuff.
That's it. I actually encountered a lot of bosses where it doesn't really work. Because there was the Glintstone Dragon Adula. Freaking annoying, because she kept I'm pretty sure she's resistant to magic in general in the first place. And also, she's a dragon, so she does a lot of flying around, unleashing swaths of fire.
Yeah, it's so difficult to actually get a single hit on.
Okay.
I got you, you secret scarab beetle. The gavel of Hyaba finds all wrongdoers and punishes them, as long as they're within, 5 feet of me. That said, Glintstone.
That 5 feet thing is the most important.
Yeah. That's why I really don't like these Leyden Hall or Leyden... What is it called? What are they called? Leyden something. That's because most of them have spears. And the ones that don't tend to have arrows. Leyndell, okay. Generally, they're able to attack from out of my range. My comfortable range, I should say. Alright, I've advanced far enough. I don't actually care about not spoiling myself. How the hell do I get to the freaking round table from here? Alcron, Armor's Cookbook, got that.
Then my non-existent command of German.
So, are there just not any English-speaking ones?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No, not as far as I haven't had any luck finding domestic recast. I mean, I haven't looked super hard, but most of the Google returns I've gotten so far are, well, either Russian or this is the first one I've found that's in Europe, or I should say, somewhere that's
Not Russian.
closer than Russia or even China.
I really do miss the stupid infiltrator perk. So, in Fallout 76, there are these things called legendary perks. One of them is called Infiltrator. And as you level it up, you can automatically unlock certain things. Well, you can automatically unlock stuff of certain levels. And then you max it out, you can unlock everything without needing to go through the whole minigame. And I really miss that perk right now.
Oh, did I miss something? Hold on. Shit, did I already passed the part already? Hold on. Shit, I guess I did. Okay, so I need to backtrack if I want to go there. Alright, fine. What's Capital Rampart? And round I go.
Kotahu,
Yeah.
you know the Siege of Vrax, right?
The seeds of what?
The Siege of Vrax.
Brax. Not off the top of my head, no. Sounds vaguely. Go ahead.
Deathcore action in which they had to invade a heavily fortified armory world.
Oh, okay. I think it sounds vaguely familiar. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna compare it to one of the Gaunt's Ghost books where they. So, Deathcore Siege had spent a year and spent about, I think, 10 years building up Siege Works, essentially, as they were pushing forward and contesting.
Right.
And Krieg are basically Siege Works.
Yeah.
They're the Imperial Fists of.
Yeah, it's
The
World
Guard.
War One. They're based on World War One Germans.
Now imagine an entire planet that is made up of sovereign nations that has been fighting World War One for 40 years.
Yeah.
That's what's going. No, that's not Krieg.
Oh.
What's going on in the story does not have Krieg anywhere in sight.
Oh wait, you're talking about Gaunt's Ghost?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. 40 years of World War One.
Of like trench warfare?
Yes.
Jeez. That's 40K for you.
Yep. And it's more or less for the exact same reasons that it was so horrible here.
Mm-hmm.
High Command, we're a bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah, I really do recommend Gaunt's Ghosts.
I know. I've listened to at least one of their audiobooks. It is a good series.
Which book in the series?
It was the.
Well, logically, it should have been the first one.
It was like there was like 3 Space Marines in it, and it was them boarding a space station or something.
Salvation's Reach?
Possibly, it involved. It had there were replacements being brought in from a planet they had already been to.
Salvation's Reach. Yeah, that's Salvation's Reach.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Gaunt, they've been gone long enough for Gaunt surprise to grow
To be
up.
fair, apparently the kid had been gene modded to grow up faster.
Yeah, that too. Because yeah, it only been how long Salvation's Reach happened after Rodeo.
But yeah, the kid was like fully grown, and he was like he was actually like he was physically physically like 18 or something, but he was actual like only like what 12 or something. It's been forever since I've listened to it.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Vervenhive was not a pleasant experience for anyone.
Yeah, no. I mean, part of it is like that would be something that you would hear about in 40K, and it's just like that is like fucked up, but it's like in that like really interesting transhuman way fucked up.
Well,
Like
part of the reason that would have that happened is the kid is this child of a
planetary noble.
Yeah, planetary noble, and she was the heir during when the Battle for Vergas / Vervenhive happened. And they thought, oh hey, we're about to lose. Might as well go for it. Can't hurt.
Yeah, and then it turns out that, oh shit, we're still alive.
Yeah, they managed to survive. Admittedly, in part because they had previously, like 90 years before the events of Necropolis, there had been a trade war, and between some of the hives and all this other nonsense, and the guy who wound up in charge of Vervenhive was like, all right, I need something. I want to have something just in case. Just in case my successors or me myself become absolute shitbags. So I'm gonna make a system slayer.
What?
A what?
A system slayer.
As in a
no.
planetary system or a bureaucratic system?
Computer system slayer.
Okay, that's
basically a just complete going completely nuclear on whatever system this thing is slotted into. It can only be used once, and they used it to shut down a rather powerful Chaos Warlord's command and control center.
Oh. Okay.
And with the loss of the control being exerted, well, they were able to survive. Shortly after this, about a few days later, the rest of the Crusade fleet, the Crusade relief part of the Crusade showed up with Titans, Space Marines, Warcard, and just finished up the mop-up. And yeah, all sorts of fun stuff has happened since then. I'm really bad at explaining it because I've been binging it, so
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Basically, put they thought they were fucked.
So they fought.
And then they fucked, and pleasant surprise.
Oh god.
Yep.
They lived, and they made life.
Only God had to go for. How does that fucking song go?
they've done this unrelated to what you guys are talking about. From Software has done this thing at least twice now, perhaps more, where you find a weird empty version of like the place where you like rendezvous of your hub area. Not really explaining how it gets.
Or they made another.
Yeah, it's Round Table Hole, but there's like a version that's like in Leyndell. It's all empty and shit. I'm running around picking stuff up right now.
There's probably a boss in the area.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
with,
probably, but that's just my assumption in general, or some sort of hard enemy. No, it's like because they did this with Dark Souls 3 too. I'm sort of wondering about the symbolism and shit.
Yeah, that area, that boss is Champion Gunner is hard.
I mean,
but you get good shit off him, so. Also, Tahu, I know you're not gonna like who I'm going to recommend you watch, or at least listen to on it. But I would recommend at least listening, like putting it into the background and listening to Arch's Siege of Rack series.
Who's the Siege of what now?
Arch's,
yeah, his Siege of Rack series. It's actually it's pretty good.
Siege of... Is this a 40k series?
Yeah, Siege of Rack.
Assuming he hasn't been you know,
it hasn't.
Legal
He hasn't. He hasn't.
Is he the guy who had like the red techno priest or whatever for an avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of his things is a warlock is a
rodent tech priest, basically.
Crazier, yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say that Arch has some spicy opinions and a spicy sense of humor. I'm honestly kind of surprised you haven't heard of him.
You'd be surprised about the stuff I'm ignorant of.
You are the boomer, so.
It's weird how boomery he is, considering how he's not that much older than we are.
True.
My parents are boomers. Oh.
Alright, let's see what happens if I jump down off here. I'm alive! For now. Ooh, Albrecht's set. Awesome. I want a good evil wizard set.
Shit. Who's got achievement? What the fuck? I don't know.
Well, fingers crossed that they actually do get back to me.
This time up.
That's actually not too bad. I mean,
What settler did I assign to the pillory?
Huh. His gloves and robe strength from thorn sorcery. And so is his hat.
Right.
Interesting. I'm just gonna wear his stuff because it looks nice. Ooh, Side of Grace.
Why would you send me to Bing? I was going through the YouTube. Oh, that's because I wasn't on YouTube yet.
Why would something send you to Bing?
Because I use Edge.
Why?
Because
What does Microsoft
because
have
Chrome-
on you?
because Chrome is actually a piece of shit in my opinion.
Okay.
It takes
Opera
forever to start up.
GX.
Chrome literally takes forever to start up.
Opera GX.
And now you just made me type in Chrome instead of Verizon. It's not precise. Let's start this. Alright. It is
Oh shit.
some 40 hours worth of me talking, going over shit. But to have...
Oh, that was rude.
At least 2 hours... Hour and a half. 45 minutes,
God, I hate these things. Freak me the hell out.
Lord, what the fuck are you... What is going on with your voice?
What do you mean?
That is a very, very long playlist, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to listen to in the background. And oh my god, what is going on with his voice?
I'll take it under consideration.
I'll say something real quick.
Hello, hello? Is it
So
my
wait,
voice?
is this a fan story, man?
No, it's an actual event in 40k lore.
But this guy just talks about it a lot.
Yeah, he goes on. He tends to go on, and like I said, he has a spicy bit of humor.
Define spicy.
I think it's funny, to some degree. He does say some stuff that I find disagreeable. Also, for some reason, y'all are really echoey for me now.
That's. Do you have to?
Possible
Wow.
Discord.
Probably Discord.
Okay. Let me put it like this. Does he use the word woke?
Nowadays, but I don't think he mentions it. It doesn't come up during Brax because that's mostly that's most of the entire point of that series, and that's like several years old at this point. Or-
No, it's just like most. Never mind.
Like I said, it's a bit on the spicy side.
But basically, the whole thing is just basically like another audiobook, except with like commentary and shit.
Yeah.
Again, I'll consider it, man.
At the bare minimum, it's a good hour. It's something to listen to while you're painting.
You know, if you're like doing like Imperial Guards or something, you just want to like stick something on.
If I run out of stuff to listen to, man, I'll give it a consideration. I'll
Yeah,
give
you
it
know,
a serious
when you're
consideration.
done watching all of my streams I've ever done. Got that shut up real quick.
Right, I am going to disconnect.
Alright. Yeah, I probably actually. Ooh, where the hell am I? Hold up. This is interesting. What's at the end of this gateway? Wait, is it the Divine Bridge? Hold on. No, it's not. Ooh, Grace. Oh shit, hold up. I just auto-rested on it? Oh, shit, wait. Oh! This is... Oh, okay. Hold up. That explains a lot.
What explains what?
So there is a place early, very early in game, a tower on like one lip of this barren ass island in the early game area, Lyngrave, that has at the top of it a chest that has a teleport trap that takes you to this place in Leyndell called the Divine Bridge.
Right.
When you originally get here, however, you're just at this structure that has like, and you have no idea where you are. But the lift I found just took me back up here, and I went to the side of Grace I found, and I went to touch it and activate it, but instead I rested at it because it's what I already had. So it's just, it's interesting. Does that mean the teleporter up here is active again? Oh, it is! Where do you take me? Where does this little portal take me? I am so curious. It's nice. It's just nice to have something that you explored a little early on that turned out to be a bit of a dead end. Now it's now you come back to it, and it's like, oh, that's how this connects.
Yeah. Getting your Metroid on.
A little bit, yeah, I guess. Where the hell? Hold up. Where the hell actually am I? Oh, the isolated Divine Tower. Interesting. It's tightly blocked shut. Alright, so this is a place I can't get to yet, or I can't properly access. Huh. Cool. Alright, anyway. I think I will do one last thing before I end the stream, though. I'm going to go back to the Fortified Manor, first floor, and do that Volcano Manor assassination to get the armor set from the trailers.
There's one. Speaking of trailers, there is one game I am really looking forward to, and it's not. And the main reason I'm actually looking forward to it isn't necessarily the actual game itself. Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, right?
That's a lot of semicolons.
Have you seen the trailers for it? Any of them?
You just made me very depressed. I thought you were going to say Dark Tide.
No, I've heard of Dark Tide. I've seen at least one trailer for it. It does look really good. No, the reason I'm talking about Chaos Gate is I really like it for the art variations that it shows for all the Grey Knights. And I'm just looking forward to that, just to take all the screenshots to use for inspiration for my own stuff.
Speaking of Chaos Gate, in a weird way, I really want to get VR.
I want to get VR.
For a very specific game. The Adeptus Sororitas game.
Oh no. Really? I expect this behavior out of you, Yig.
Yes, really.
Nobody's perfect.
I'm perfect.
No, you're not.
Actually, you are the exact opposite.
Look at how much I'm killing this guy. Oh god, he's killing me! Now I'm back to killing him.
That's beautiful.
And he's dead!
But yeah. I mean, the reason I'd want it is because, at the bare minimum, it's a VR 40K game. Which means I'd be able to shoot fucking soldiers with one hand and keep hilarious.
So would you consider a bolter an automatic rocket launcher or an automatic grenade launcher?
And grenade for scale. Unless it's got a lot of fuel packed in those things, it doesn't really have the range to count as a decent rocket launcher, in my opinion.
It's a little bit of both.
Raging Wolf armor collected. Alright, let's see how this stuff looks on me.
I don't know what mod this gun comes from.
And I'm under heavy load, of course.
I'm just gonna keep that. I don't know what that is. Oh, then it shoots apparently fire and energy.
There we go. Trailer outfit complete. Well, kind of have the Moonlight Greatsword, but you know. Voila! What the hell's that? Oh shit. Good Lord, so many items in this place to collect. Two fingers prayer book. Shit, I need to find another incantation guy.
Yeah, it suddenly got really quiet.
Yeah, well, I'm about to ready to finish up the stream. I'm just circling back around and pick up any items left in the location. I killed 2 guys, so you know I'm good. I got their armor.
So, watch party for Gundam Wing.
I want to do it, yes. I'm not sure if everyone has the time for it. Like, cause Yig said he's got stuff to do late tomorrow, so we'd have to do it like earlier.
I mean, how early are we talking? Like 9 a.m. early, or like 11 a.m. to like 1 o'clock early?
Yig, you want to chime in?
I generally have to leave about in between 2 and 3, so
That'd be like 4 or 5 our time, right?
He's only like an hour.
No, I'm an hour behind.
Oh, right. So
Okay, it's
3 or 4 our time.
It's almost 11:30 here at where I'm at right now. What time is it for you, Yig?
10:30.
Okay, so he's an hour behind us.
Right.
So for him having to leave at like 2, you said like around 2 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
We'd have until 1.
Like, yeah, we could do it like at like we could do. Well, that would actually require him to get up at like 10 a.m. for you, Yig, would be like 11 for us. Would that be too early?
No, that'd be fine.
Greetings.
Okay.
Are you here for spirit?
Why is that guard? You know what? I'm not gonna question that. It's fucking Bethesda.
The wisest decision you'll ever make.
Lots of youth know how to lay out your arms.
Okay, so timelines syncing up here. How would we be watching this? I know you said you'd be streaming it.
Well, I have a Verve subscription, so I have access to the Crunchyroll version.
I do it too.
All right, so that's two. That's at least you get. We have to sync it up to like a specific frame or something. The timestamp.
I'm not sure if I can find somewhere to pirate it. Actually, I should be able to. It's just I really don't like.
Like I said, these Gundam Info used to have it on YouTube, but I think they've taken it down a while back.
I mean, we could just say like within. I mean, how long does the regular theme song last?
Usually it's like a minute and a half to 2 minutes. The TV version, at least.
Most streaming services usually give you the option of. Well, no, wait. If memory serves, Crunchyroll doesn't give you the option of skipping the theme song, does it?
Not at this stage. I don't believe so. No.
I think I have the complete series on DVD, actually. I have to check. Let's do it. Yes, dude. What do we do with that? There we go. It may not have.
Actually, I do also have like the Blu-rays, I think. So yeah, I'd probably watch those. Like I said, we just need to like pick a specific like point that's easy to discern, to sync to.
Well, I would say like just like after the theme song on episode 1, but I mean it's been so long. But yeah, theme songs are like the opening theme's usually a good point to sync up to because it'll be its own section of the episode.
Hey, how the fuck did you get in here? Okay, never mind. No, for some reason he was like half inside the wall. Like the heel of his foot was still in the wall. But now he's outside of it. Okay, alright, whatever. Well, I can admit, I know why.
Fallout, man. The radiation, space is warped, and time is bendable.
Well, I know part of the reason. I have a lot of decorations here because of mods. To spice things up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just blank walls and shit.
There are 4 more Damicula of his twin.
And yeah, that's
Lunar
partly
Princess
why.
Mohan. The Rani has said so here, but if you should learn how to trade you. We both think
what
as
is this?
such.
Glock. Tactical. What is this Glock 86? Is this a plasma gun?
Alrighty, I'm gonna end the stream right about here, and so we're meeting up tomorrow at what, 10, 11?
I mean, if you're okay with Sunday morning cartoons, I guess we can meet up about 10:30 Yig's time, so 11:30 for you and me.
Yeah, okay.
Yig, you're the deciding vote here.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, time doesn't matter to me as long as it's before someone's up to leave.
We have to get Fugle in on this. We'll have to ping him a message on Discord.
Oh no, Fugle, dude, I'm gonna be straight with you. Fugle is on the West Coast. 11:30 for us is, I think that's like 7 a.m. for him. Something like that.
Probably like 2 hours behind us.
No, he's at least 3.
Oh, damn.
That's like part of the problem is like I remember back when we were back in, I think it was back when I was working for Amazon or just after I stopped working for them. One of the issues we were always running into was as soon as I was getting tired, Fugle was just coming on.
Right. I mean, we should drop a message anyway as a courtesy, you know.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. 'Cause
Man.
who knows? Maybe he's a, God forbid, maybe he's a morning person.
Oh, man. Alright. Anyway, as for ending the stream, let me go to my desk and adjust myself.
This has been Tahoe 1809.
Wait. I'm adjusting myself. Don't jump ahead of me, you bastards. Gotta make sure I'm not flashing my giant crotch plate at everyone.
I'm trying to figure out what the stupid gun is.
Ah! I don't have it. Should I? Hold on.
Yeah, you do have to still worry about that court order, don't you, Exy?
What court order? What are you talking about? Don't try to make me sound like some sort of perverse demon. You freaking tiny bionicle man. Can't flash a crossblade because it'll blind them. You haven't seen what mil-spec lasers do to human eyeballs. Shit, what was okay, I think it was a scene.
That's what you said to the judge too, and well, look what happened.
Look, those medical bills took forever to pay off. Alright, and let's adjust this so you guys are actually on the desk instead of Alright, cool. Say something?
Oh, mic test?
Later.
Mic check?
Okay, yeah, it's popping up. It's kind of weird because I got a figurine of Tahu on my desk and now there's a lineup PNG of him on the desk too, but let me adjust that a little bit more. Put them on the... I should actually put the console up here.
Sturgis, you need to get the help. AI in this game.
Alright, so today I've accomplished many things. I progressed through most of Leyndell, the capital, and the Erd that sits at the roots of the Erd tree. I have found the abandoned round table hole, which is apparently a fortified manor with many goodies inside of it. I have slain an image of Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. And I've taken on a contract, apparently, for time. Cool.
The boy. He's going to see. It'll be in his spare time.
Yeah, I'm working for exposure. How grand.
Hey, dude, if you can actually deliver...
I'm making a joke. Let me make my joke.
The decent-looking STL, I will actually compensate you.
Well, we'll see how it turns out.
I mean, it's... You know, it's... With our current... with the way things are right now, I do have a bit of disposable income that I can, like, support artists.
Cool. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, I have been Winged Exia, playing Elden Ring. With me are...
Tahoe 1809.
And you guys.
And it's been fun, guys. Thank you, all of you who have been watching and all of you who will watch. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.